The 5 basic essential brain nutrients. This is the foundation of the other pillars. Without the right nutrients, the other pillars will not be so effective. Just as the whole body requires a balanced diet to remain healthy, so does the brain require some basic essential nutrients to remain active and withstand stress. These essential nutrients can be grouped under 5 categories. 1. Glucose balance. 2. Essential fatty acids. 3. Phospholipids. 4. Essential amino acids. 5. Vitamins and minerals. It is advisable to maintain a balance of each of these 5 nutrients in order to ensure high mental performance. The brain neurons have to be fed properly with the appropriate nutrients in order to have a rich supply of neurotransmitters for release when necessary. An undersupply of the right nutrients to the neuron can result in poor memory and poor thinking. A few examples of neurotransmitters which are derived from nutrients. Acetylcholine, ACH, is one which is concerned with memory, thinking, motor coordination, and sleep. Deficiency or acute lack of acetylcholine, ACH, usually results in memory disorders. Acetylcholine, ACH, is made from the nutrient choline, which is derived mainly from soybeans, liver, eggs and fish, especially sardines, or from nutritional supplements such as lecithin, phosphatidylcholine or choline itself. Vitamin B5 is also essential for the formation of acetylcholine, ACH. The 5 pillars of mental fitness. Some other neurotransmitters derived from nutrients are serotonin, which is derived from tryptophan, an amino acid found in turkey, chicken, and milk. Epinephrine is derived from tyrosine found in most food. Dopamine and norepinephrine, which are also key brain stimulants, are produced from tyrosine. Before we continue, it is very important to note that although exercising the brain referred to as mental exercise helps develop and build it to grow bigger, its maximum growth and development cannot be achieved without the use of the essential nourishments mentioned above. It can be compared to muscle building, which has a limited development without the use of essential proteins, amino acids to be precise. You will discover that when super supplements are added to a largely natural food diet, there is a remarkable improvement in mental ability and achievement. Glucose balance. Keeping your blood sugar balance is probably the most important factor in maintaining an even energy, mood, and concentration, as well as many other factors. Glucose is the brain's favorite food. When an individual is stimulated mentally or physically, there is usually an increased blood flow to billions of brain and body cells. This results in an increased rate at which oxygen combines with food substances, especially glucose, to release energy in the brain and body cells. In other words, the burning of glucose, the brain's major fuel, results in the release of energy for increased mental activity. However, with limited oxygen or glucose in the brain, this very vital process slows down, so there is therefore less energy for mental activity, and resultantly your thinking and memory is not as efficient as it is supposed to be. Occasionally, when this occurs, some people misinterpret it as Alzheimer's disease or senile dementia when present in the elderly. Your brain is fueled each hour with about a teaspoon of glucose. For this reason, when the glucose level in the blood drops below normal, an individual is likely to experience a whole host of symptoms including mental, physical, fatigue, poor concentration, irritability, nervousness, depression, excessive sweating, thirst, headaches and digestive problems. Very important note, glucose deprivation injures cells in the hippocampus, a brain area devoted to memory and mood. Under stress conditions, most of the glucose is diverted from the brain to other vital body organs and the muscles, causing severe harm to brain function. Sustained stress resulting in glucose deprivation in the brain can lead to brain cell starvation and resultantly in unreliable memory and poor thinking. Controlling blood sugar levels. In controlling your blood sugar levels, it is advisable to eat foods with a moderate glycemic index. Glycemic index is the scientific measurement of how the insulin from the pancreatic gland responds to the intake of a particular food. The insulin helps to regulate the sugar in the blood, keeping it normal. Foods classified under low glycemic index usually trigger a low insulin response, while that with high glycemic index evoke a high insulin response. Low glycemic index foods include fish, meat, green vegetables, peanuts, soybeans, eggs, milk, beans, fruit sugar, pure factor, peas, and yogurt. Moderate glycemic index foods include sweet potatoes, oranges, pineapple juice, nuts, whole grain bread, grapes, brown rice, bran cereal. High glycemic index foods include carrots, cornflakes, white bread, millet, white rice, refined flour pasta cakes, bananas, candy, cookies, and other pastries. Note, foods with low glycemic index can form part of our regular diet, especially when taken with nutritional supplements, multivitamins and multiminerals. Foods with moderate glycemic index should not be taken regularly. High glycemic index foods should be seriously controlled and eaten once in a while. Finally, it is also advisable to prevent low blood sugar by eating several small meals a day. This will also ensure easy digestion and absorption of such food substances by the body. It is highly advisable to give the brain its quota of glucose and oxygen to make it much more efficient to handle mental tasks. Essential fatty acids. Fatty acids are referred to as essential because they are not produced in the body and they are very vital for the smooth functioning of the brain and nervous system. The balance of fats is very critical to the brain structure and function. So for brain health, both omega-3 and omega-6 fats must be present in your diet. Omega-3 fats contain docosahexaenoic acids, DHA, and flax. Oil contains eicosapentaenoic acids, EPA. These are two very important fatty acids, which are of immense value for a healthy brain functioning. Polyunsaturated oils provide the two essential fats omega-3 and omega-6. Omega-3 fats. The best sources of omega-3 fats are fish, especially the more oily fish such as mackerel, herring and salmon, and flax seeds, also known as linseeds, and their oils. Also, it can be derived from linolenic acid. Note, the level of the omega-3 fats, DHA and EPA, both found in fish oils, are markers for intelligence. Studies have shown that the blood levels of these essential fats correlate with intellectual performance and learning ability at the age of 5. The World Health Organization now recommended that baby formula feeds include these oils. Flaxseed and chia are the best sources of omega-3. The best seeds oil for omega-3 fats is hemp, pumpkins, evening primrose oil, flax seeds, chia seeds. It is important to note that carnivorous fish and their oils also contain eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. Eating too much saturated fat also promotes the production of less desirable prostaglandins called PGE2, which are involved in inflammatory and clotting mechanisms in the body. The prostaglandins derived from omega-3 fats are essential for proper brain function. They also promote good vision, learning ability, coordination, and mood, as well as countless other body functions. For an improved memory, omega-3 fats in supplementation forms such as fish oil capsules is advisable, usually a daily dose of 400 mg to 500 mg of EPA and DHA produce highly desirable results after several weeks. These are also essential for mental health. Of all the body tissues, the brain has the highest proportion of omega-6 fats. They are part of nervous tissues and influence brain functions. Also, adding evening primrose oil to the diet dramatically in the long term improves memory. This is because these oils are precursors of and every other major body functions. They are also a part of cell membranes. Due to its reported effects on memory, evening primrose oil was given to Alzheimer's patients in a controlled trial. Once again, highly significant improvements in memory and mental functions were registered. This family of fat comes exclusively from seeds and their oils. The best seed oils are hemp, pumpkin, sunflower, safflower, walnut, soybean and soy, wheat germ oil, corn oil. Omega-6 series is always found in linoleic acid. It is also noteworthy that evening primrose capsules, 500 mg, daily protect against arterial blockage, heart attack, and stroke. Phospholipids, memory molecules. These are phosphorus-containing fats which, although can be produced in the body, can also be derived directly from the diet. This substance is essential for healthy cell membranes throughout the body and brain. It also helps cell membranes stay flexible for the easy entry of oxygen and nutrients and the exit of wastes. Almost 60% of our brain is fat, which is desperately needed to produce and transmit electrical energy. Phosphatidylserine, PS. This is a vital part of the structure of the brain receptor site, which is easy to take as a nutritional supplement. PS, which is also known as memory molecule, has a genuine boost to the brain power. It dramatically improves memory, learning ability, concentration, and thinking power. The body usually makes sufficient phosphatidylserine until middle age or beyond, when production slows down. This affects thinking and remembering. However, during periods when the body production of phosphatidylserine has slowed down, it can be derived directly by eating organ meats, about 50 milligrams in a day, also from nutritional supplements. PS supplements help new cell membrane flexibility and flushes away accumulated wastes. It can be characterized as a biological brain detergent that creates more receptors on brain cells, upgrading communication between nerve cells, corrects stress-related nerve damage, and recharges the ability to think and remember. Research has shown that PS apparently reverses roughly 12 years of mental decline. Phosphatidylserine can be derived from soy lecithin, but it is impossible to derive enough PS by ingesting soy lecithin. So to get enough PS, it is advisable to derive it from individual nutrients in the body, such as the sulfur-containing amino acids, methionine, essential fatty acids, folic acids, from green vegetables and other plant tissues, and vitamin B12 from live kidney, beef. Foods richest in methionine are eggs, fish, liver, milk, whole grains, corn, nuts, rice and seeds. It is also advisable to reduce alcohol consumption to the barest minimum, as alcohol destroys methionine. Daily requirement. Usually it is advisable to take 100 milligrams of PS 3 times daily as a regular part of your diet. An inexpensive way of deriving PS from the source ingredients is by eating fresh fish 3 times a week, along with fresh vegetables. 2. Choline and dimethylaminoethanol, DMAE. The key brain chemical for memory is acetylcholine, ACH, a neurotransmitter that is derived from nutrient choline. DMAE is a source of choline that is storable in infinitesimal amounts in brain neurons. It tends to disappear as we age. ACH is partly responsible for how we connect sensory information with memories and then appropriately. However, you don't make acetylcholine, ACH, by eating choline. Vitamins B5 is essential for the formation of acetylcholine, ACH, in the body. Major sources of choline include eggs, fish, especially sardines. Other sources include liver, soybeans, peanuts, and nuts. It is also important to note that phosphatidylcholine, PC, which you get from eggs and lecithin, is the most suitable form of this vital brain nutrient. Side benefit: choline improves liver function. Since lecithin, key ingredient, is choline, or PC, is an emulsifier that breaks down fats. It helps in coping with fat deposits in the blood vessels. DMAE function. It improves attention span, learning ability to remember stored facts, and boosts overall intelligence. 2. It even promotes a quicker and better sleep. Sources: sardines and anchovies are the richest sources of DMAE. DMAE supplements are, however, available. Theory on how DMAE works. It speeds up the brain's synthesis and turnover of a key neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, essential for thinking and memory. 2. It blocks the metabolism of choline in body tissues, increasing the amount of this nutrient entering the brain and stimulating brain cell receptors. By these two actions, it speeds up mental processes. Acetyl L-carnitine. This is another brain enhancer that is very useful in improving the mental performance of young and healthy people, as well as that of the middle-agers and above, who are losing their ability to synthesize this nutrient. It energizes the brain, slows down its aging, and protects brain cells from free radical damage. It increases our natural capacity to transport fat across cell membranes so that the energy furnaces each cell, or mitochondria, have more fuel to burn. Acetyl L-carnitine carries out the same functions as plain carnitine, the body's own substance, but does them even better. Daily requirement: Research experiments have shown that by taking 1,500 milligrams of acetyl L-carnitine daily for a prolonged period of time, about 12 weeks and above, produces a very remarkable improvement in thinking ability, memory, and a relaxed state of mind. The benefits derived from acetyl L-carnitine always persist long after supplementation stops. Essential amino acid. These are the building blocks of protein. We have 8 essential amino acids. The better the balance of amino acids expressed as unit net protein usability, USP, the more you can make use of such proteins. A few ways can also be used to increase protein content. For instance, combining legumes with rice. It is also noteworthy that a man needs to eat 3 to 4 servings of high protein content foods every day, while a woman needs to eat only 2 to 3 servings a day. A typical day allotment of protein for a man might therefore include an egg for breakfast, 10 g, a 200 g salesman steak for lunch, 40 g, and a serving of beans with dinner, 20 g. Other good senses of protein, especially for vegetarians, include seed food such as nuts, beans, lentils, peas, maize, or the germ of grains such as wheat or oat. Also, flour foods such as broccoli,